a certified therapist and trainer of clinical hypnotherapy from the National Guild of Hypnotists, International Medical and Dental Hypnotherapy Association, International Association of Counselors and Therapists, CHI USA. Hypnosis Motivation Institute, registered with IBAM Kolkata. He is the CEO of CHI Gurgaon and SAM International. His universal calling to propagate and spread hypnotherapy came in 2008 after meeting with a hypnotherapist. Hypnotherapy was not popular then. In 2009, he started practicing and teaching clinical hypnotherapy. In 2019, he wrote a book named The Soul Game, which is based on the experience of one of his clients during a trance session. I have with me Dr. Sunil Prakash, who is an acclaimed, acknowledged, and experienced hypnotherapist himself too. And he's going to share insights about how hypnotherapy can help us to lead better and happier lives. So are you ready to get coached?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sunil Prakash, for being here on this platform. I welcome you, and we will have some questions and answers, and I'm positive that our audiences will get some breakthrough, some insights on what hypnotherapy is all about and how it can help them to have better lives. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
Please tell us what brought you to become a hypnotherapy coach. What was the main idea or reason behind becoming a hypnotherapy coach?
Well, hypnotherapy came into India in 2000 only. Before that, it was there prominent in West. Till that time, everybody in his life has some problems sometime, either good or bad. In 2007, I happened to be with a psychotherapist with a slight problem. And there, when I was discussing my problem, I was given the same answers which I knew that if I don't do this, the thing will improve. But then how to do it? How to bring about that change? It was not possible. So I said, no, the things are not working. What you are saying, I'm aware of it. And these are not working. Then we both, my therapist and myself, did some research and came across this word hypnotherapy. That was the first time that I ever knew that there is something, other modality which is called as hypnotherapy. Till that time, I was not aware of it. So that's how we did research, and that was the starting of it. And today is the going on, I don't think so there's going to be any end to hypnotherapy.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So, what exactly is self-hypnosis and how is it important?
Self-hypnosis is basically a part of hypnotherapy. In self-hypnosis, you're working on yourself.
Yeah.
And you're giving certain healing commands to yourself where you can do it and you don't need to go to a therapist.
Okay.
Self-hypnosis does really work very well if you do it religiously like you do your prayers.
So you, by using self-hypnosis on yourself, you are working on your subconscious mind, and like you said, we give positive and strong, powerful commands to ourselves, and that can help change our life.
Exactly. That is what you are doing. In hypnotherapy, our basic concepts are that we work on the thought process. We don't prescribe any medicines. And according to us, we have got two types of mind. One is conscious mind and subconscious mind. Conscious mind is that we are using in our day-to-day affairs, based on which we take decisions what to do every moment. But subconscious mind is that part of the mind where already our experiences are written. So through self-hypnosis, we are trying to reach to the subconscious mind, and when we reach to the subconscious mind, we try to implant suggestions over there, and that That's how they start working.
Great. And this is such a beautiful modality to come out of addictions and fears and phobias and all kinds of limiting factors that you have in life. But tell me something, doctor, that is hypnotherapy and hypnosis scary? Because what we know of hypnotherapy is that it is done with the pendulum, all that stuff that we've seen in the movies, that if you get hypnotized, we can get you to do some things that you may not want to do. We can hypnotize you and get you to do something bad or something, robbery or whatever. Is that really true?
What you are saying is really true, because previously people were not aware of the healing modality of the hypnotherapy.
Hmm.
Hypnosis has a taboo and it was used for the wrong purposes. Either it was used for stage hypnosis, what you see on the stage where the jadugars and these magicians are working,
Right.
or it was used by these tantrics and other people to rob you or to rape you. So this was publicized in the media, and the biggest taboo and the hype has been done
Yeah.
that hypnotherapy is bad
Right.
and this will lead to bad results. The type of hypnotherapy that we are using is for the healing purposes. The diseases that are being created in the body are basically because of your thought process.
Hmm.
And if I can harness my thought process, if I can bring it onto the line, on the right track, my diseases, my stress, my anxiety, and most of my worldly problems will go away.
Hmm. Hmm. Beautiful. So, what are the areas that we are using clinical hypnotherapy in? I know that you also do use hypnotherapy for infertility.
Yes.
So, how does that work?
See, that is a very big area right now.
Okay.
If we see the lifestyle today, what is there, the husband is working, the wife is working, both of them are working.
Hmm.
And today, the work, whether you're working from home or even working in the office, is fully stressed out.
Yeah.
Both the work and the time travel you have to spend, you are badly stressed out.
Sure.
Secondly, the problem is husband is working in the day shift and the wife is working in the night shift. Where do they get time?
Right.
Secondly, the another taboo which is there, that why do we have children? Why do we bear that pain of 9 months and then finally that pain at the time of childbirth?
Right.
When I can manage a child other ways. And why do I need a child? These things are creating a big stress on the mind of an individual. And due to this stress, the hormones that are being produced in the body are not being produced in the adequate quantities, due to which we are going to suffer and we are suffering with this problem of infertility. And that is the basic cause, the stress that is being created, the good hormones not being produced. There is an imbalance of the progesterone and the testosterone, due to which medically, if we check our systems, our reproductive system, it's fine. But then nothing goes forward. It is the stress is the basic cause of infertility.
Right. So you very rightly said that today's environment, physiology, psychology, everything is affecting the mindset, and that is affecting the body of the person. So hypnotherapy deals with the mindset and helps to clear out all the negatives and all the restricting elements, and then the positive results can come up.
That's right.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So how exactly do you coach people?
When there's a question of coaching people, there are two ways. One, first, cleansing self. The person who comes, we call him a client. The client has to be first cleared with all the stresses he's carrying on. And that is done through the personal sessions, one-to-one, where we study his life history from the childhood till now, and try to find out as to what is the basic reason or the cause which has given him that problem. I'll give you a very simple layman example.
Okay.
Generally, the mothers, when they are looking after the child, say 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. They are busy in their homework, in their household work, and the child comes and says, "Mom, I have made this drawing." The child is very enthusiastic at that age of 3 years that he has drawn something, and he comes to the mother to show it. But the mother is already busy, tied up mentally and physically. And the mother snubs the child at that point of time because the mother thought process was somewhere else. And the mother says, "Ah, you are useless child. You can't even draw something like this. You will not be able to do anything in your life." That small statement which the mother has made is a big deterrent factor in one's life of that child. That child throughout his life will live his life with the feeling that I am a useless person, I can't do anything. He may be very good at academics, maybe getting gold medals, but somewhere at the back of the mind, he will always be thinking, I am useless child, I can't do anything. And he will be a failure in his life. So such type of things has to be found out. And when we can find these things out, we can remove them or we can create a new positive thought instead of this negative thought. And when we create this negative thought, this positive thought, the child's life changes completely. This is how we do one-to-one session.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome. And tell me something, doctor. Is past life regression real? Does it really happen? Does it work?
Well, see, what exactly is the past life, If we really go into a karma theory, what we say, all our Hindu scriptures and most of the different religious people all talk about past karma. And they say that what we are today, we are trying to balance. Let me put it in a very layman language, that we always have the concept that what I earn in a month and what do I spend in a month. I try to balance that income. Same is the case that what I did in my past life was my assets or the liabilities. I have to balance them out somewhere in my next life.
Right.
So, why do I get things? You talked of fears and phobias in the beginning. From where is the phobia coming? Phobia is something which I have never experienced in my life. That means it's coming from my past life. Somewhere in my past life, I have experienced some bitter experiences, due to which they are being carried in the current life. It has been seen that there are certain people who have got pain in their leg, and in their current life, they have never gone through any of the activity or any of the damage due to which they should have pain. And the medical field is also not able to find out the reason and the cause of the pain. Now, here comes when we try to take a client into a past life, and through their eye, we try to find out that what is the cause of that pain. At times, it comes to the knowledge that in the past life, that person was a soldier. And during the war, he got hurt in the leg and he was left on the battlefield without any medical aid. And he died in that situation. That means there at that particular moment, he wanted medical aid, he was writhing with pain, and he died. So the life said, let me go to the next life and find a solution and find a healing to this pain. So this is what is described as a past life. Now coming to the healing part of it.
Yeah.
Now in the current life, when we come to know that yes, he had a problem in the past life, where he had faced that problem of pain due to the war situation, we heal that person into that particular past life.
Okay.
We ask the client how he would like to be healed. Does he want to to be taken to the hospital, or does any of his colleagues is going to provide him the medical facility there itself so that he does not have that pain and he is able to get up and walk off.
And through
Yes.
hypnotherapy, it is possible.
In hypnotherapy, it is possible. See why it is possible. Where is the information of the past life? The information of the past life is with the person himself who has come to you for the healing. It is his subconscious mind which has got all this information. And it is this subconscious mind which is giving you this information about his past life and creating a problem in the current life. I'll give you a very small layman example on this to make you understand very clearly. When a theater is there, a play is being played on the stage, the actors are playing and acting some act. Who all are involved in it? Not only the actors. There are script writers at the backstage who have written down the script.
Right.
So these script writers who have written down the script and given instructions to the actors to work or act according to the script only.
Right.
Same is the situation in the past life. Your subconscious mind is the backstage script writer.
Wow.
He has all the information that what is to be performed on the stage in the current life. And he is constantly giving you a push that yes, okay, now do this, now do this, now do this. All these diseases you have to face, you have to fight, and you have to be successful. That is the reason that what we are doing is, again, let me come back with another example. Most of the people would have seen the film Three Idiots. What happened in that? The script was changed. And the person who was enacting on the stage was not aware of that new script. And he read that script. So if that script can be changed, then if he would have come to know that that script was there and it has been changed, he would have changed his own script.
Yeah.
And if he would have changed his script, then he would not have to face all that embarrassment which he had to face. Same is what we are doing in hypnotherapy. That we are bringing a new script over there, which was there earlier. And the moment I change that script and I bring a new script, then it is the new script which I, as a person, starts acting on the stage. And I don't act according to the previous script.
Right.
That is how the past life healing works in the current scenario. And the day I get that healing, my life changes.
Right. How profound it is. Very, very profound. So,
Thank you.
Dr. Prakash, we could go on talking about hypnotherapy and your work, but at this time, I want to ask you, what are the 3 greatest ideas that you want to share with our audience that they can use to make their life better?
Let me understand my life today. My life is full of stress, anxiety. I'm either in a fighting mode or in a flight mode. Based on my events, my situations, either I fight with the situation, make efforts in fight. I might take the little fight. I might fight to earn money so that I can support my family. I fight with the time, and so many other factors are there. I fight with my relationships. So every time I am in a fighting mode. So if I am a winner, then I fight out the situation. The other situation is that when I am not able to fight, I try to run away from that situation.
Right.
So I go into a flight mode.
Sure.
That is also not the answer. Because I can't fly away. If I start flying away from every situation, what will be there for me to keep me working?
Right.
So I have to get out of this fight and flight. And that is only possible when I can maintain my calm peace and harmony. So if I can learn that even in the most riskiest, stressful situations, how to keep myself calm. Okay? If I am in a calm situation, my thought process will be more positive.
Sure.
I'll be able to take positive decisions.
Right.
And when I take positive decisions, I don't have to face the fight and flight situation anymore.
Sure.
That is one. Keep yourself calm in any situation you are. Just don't react immediately. Take 3 deep breaths, calm yourself down, give some time, think about it, and then decide what is to be done. In such a situation, your decisions will be more positive.
Sure.
Secondly, very important, today, my soul has given me a very dirty thing which is called ego. Ego. We human beings are dying with our own ego. If I can keep away my ego, if I can be nice to people, if I can always try to see from their angle first and then bring my angle, then again my life situation will be different. Everybody is trying to see every event, every moment, every action as to what am I going to get out of it? What is my benefit out of it? I do things this way, so the thing should be done this way only.
Right.
I have never tried to analyze the things from a different perspective of the person with whom I am interacting. The day I start looking from the other's point of view, from the other's perspective, I will definitely find out what is the fault in me due to which the other person is acting like that.
Sure.
Nobody is a fool. Nobody has got that time that he will always be fighting with you.
Right.
But he's doing it because his understanding is different about you. So if I can understand that with what understanding he is saying such a comment, and I don't bring my ego in front, I can bring a great relief to my life.
Absolutely.
And my life will be much better. So please understand other people, think from their perspective also, and then act. Third very important thing. Today, everybody is fearful. Let's try to analyze what that fear is and what that fear is going to do ultimately. When we try to analyze and find out, we find out that ultimate fear, the end of that fear is going to be death.
End of the fear?
Is going to be death. Death. If I can remove this fear of death, then my life will be very strong, very positive, very progressive. In each and every action of mine, I see that something wrong will take place and ultimately I will die. Everybody has to die one day. Nobody knows the date. Can anybody predict the date and time? No. If I don't have that date and time in my control, okay, let the death come. But this is sure that death will come only at its own particular time. I may even try my suicide, I may try any activity, death will not come. And by doing all these things, I'll be putting myself into trouble. So take death as something very, very positive. Has anybody seen the face of a dead man? How calm and quiet that face is? Why? Because the soul also thinks that I'm away from all those bad experiences that I had to face when I was in the body, and the tortures and other environmental and surrounding factors I had to go through. So the soul also feels relieved that now I don't have to face any further traumatic events. And that is the reason you see a very peaceful, calm, smiling face on a dead man's body. Accept that. Death is a beautiful thing. Death is taking you away, your body, from all the atrocities that you have to face when you are alive. So do not fear death, accept it, and let it come. You, as a person, keep doing your work.
Yeah.
So if you can control all these three things, your life will be very peaceful, happy, comfortable, and you will enjoy it very well.
So all these three tips are absolutely phenomenal. And let me recap. You said tip number 1 is keep calm, practice calmness,
Yes.
keep away from the ego, right? And
Yes.
death, accept the ultimate truth. That is the ultimate truth. So don't forget that. So thank you so much, Dr. Sunil Prakash, for being here. I'm sure these tips and the interaction with you is going to be very, very inspiring for our audience. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you.